Hello. So I'm still here. I'm still talking about these laws because it's like, these laws have been around for many times, many years, years. And I know in the 1930s, the 1920s, it's like the biggest deal for any woman was to be married. Like, once you hit 30 and you're not married, it's like, oh, what the fuck, what's wrong with you? How you not married? Like, something gotta be wrong with you. Like, you not married yet? Like, being married was a big deal. And it's just that now these laws, I don't know what happened. That part I don't know, that made it like they want to take whatever the husband has, or you can take whatever your spouse has. You could take 50%, you can take whatever percentage of their estate or whatever they have. You could take it. You could just marry them and marry them for the money and just take all their shit. That's the mentality. That's how we have become. Time moves forward. People change. The times have changed. We had the 80s. The 80s was, what was it? Rock music, house music, dance music. We in the 90s, the cross colors, 2000s, 2010, 2020. Like, we change, we evolve. Now everybody want to walk around here naked, like showing off all they stuff. And it's like, damn, like that's supposed to be for your person. Like, you show your person your stuff. Like, you don't show your stuff online. I'm like, that's crazy. But that's how it is now, you know? Cheating is normal. Now homosexuality is normal. Having wives, you can marry the same sex. It's normal now. But it's like, why can't you update these laws? Okay, you update the laws to appease to the people, because the people are changing. We are changing. We are evolving, and the laws change to fit the people. They need to update these laws, these marriage laws, the courthouse laws, the way papers are processed. They need to update it, because and then they won't have so many criminals in the courthouse. There's criminals in the courthouse telling you how to beat the system, how to cheat the system, and you could do this and you could do that and you could get this, file it like this. And I'm like, wow, like, they're telling you how to cheat the fucking system. And it's like, because the system is old and is outdated, and then there's laws in place that you can't do certain things. Okay, so you can't do certain things and you have to follow it a certain kind of way. They always find a way to cheat the system. People always find ways to get over on the system. The system stays the same. Everything stays the fucking same. And it's like, we are supposed to change. The system, the database is supposed to change. People change. The laws are supposed to change. Whatever is in place from the 1920s, the 60s, and we're in 2025. And it's still the same outdated information. Like, hello, does anyone see what's going on here? Does anyone realize why the divorce rate is so high? Why is the divorce rate so high? It's because they're marrying for money, and they're trying to take whatever the person has built. That's why divorces take 4 years to be finalized, because they're fighting for money. They're fighting for property. They're not even fighting for the kids. They're fighting for things. It's like, when you marry a person and you don't have nothing and you want a divorce, then you divorce the person and you don't get nothing. Whatever that person built, you don't get none of that. Like, you should have stayed married, and then they would have helped you, they would have taken care of you, they would have did whatever they had to do. But you want to leave them, and then you want to take whatever they have. Like, you can't do that. But the law makes it like you can, and that's why divorce rate is so high. That's why divorces take 4 years, 5, 7 years in court, because you're fighting for property that's not yours. You're fighting for money that's not yours. You're fighting for all these things that's not yours. So, and then it's like, you never loved me. Like you never loved me. Like you wanted my things. That's why you was with me, because you wanted what was mine. And then because I married your dumb ass, now because of these laws, these outdated laws, you're entitled to everything that's mine. Like it's not fair. You know, a lot of people stay married and they're unhappy in their marriage, but they stay married because they know that their spouse is going to take them for everything. They know that the spouse is going to take everything that they own if they divorce that person. So they stay married and they're miserable forever. They cheat on each other, and it's fucking normal, because they know if they if they leave the person, that person is going to take all their shit, all their toys. They're going to take it. And I'm just like, "Oh my god. These laws need to change." Because I'm like, wow, like if the law was to change, maybe people would get married because they actually love each other. Like you actually love each other and you want to spend the rest of your life together. You want to create life. You want to have a baby. You just want to be there for each other. But the laws make it like you could just take them for whatever. You could just be with them for a couple of months and divorce them and take them for everything. Take them for half of what they have. You could take them. You could get them. And it's like, and that's the mentality. We are in 2025. The mentality has changed. We're not in the 1930s. Like, you know, people don't think like, oh, I want to get married. I want to have a kid. I want to have a baby. I want a house. I want to, nah, you be like, oh, I'm going to get a rich guy and I'm going to take him for everything. You know, that's the mentality. They don't want to say it to you. Yo, you don't want to say it, but it is what it is. The numbers don't lie. The statistics, it's the numbers. It's the divorce rate. How is the rate? How many years are people staying married? What are they fighting for? They're fighting for money. That's what they're fighting for. They're not fighting for love. They fighting for money. But, you know, I don't understand. Like, I'm a regular person. But these laws, like, y'all not looking at the fucking laws. Like, you work in government. You work in you know the laws. You know the laws. You know the rules. You know the shit. But nobody wants to do anything. It just stays the fucking same. It stays the same. And then no one wants to do anything. Nothing can change. It's just the way it is. And no, things have to change. You have to update these laws. That's why people always look for ways to cheat the system. Get over on the system. Marrying people for money. A lot of people do it. A lot of celebrities do it. A lot of regular people do it. Then you go through hell to get divorced. It takes years to get divorced because you have something. You have property. You have things. Even if it's just in your own stuff, in your own name, whoever you're married to is going to try to take it from you. How is your spouse entitled to your pension? How? If they didn't work. They didn't work for it. They didn't earn it. Like, you know, when you're with your person, okay, it's nice to be with somebody. Yeah, it's nice. But have your own shit. Establish yourself. Like, why do you feel like you can just take your person's things and then you don't have to do anything? You don't have to establish yourself. You don't gotta do nothing. No, you need to establish yourself. Get your shit together, and then it's like, and then you don't need their stuff. Like, it's great if they help. You know, it's help. They help. It's nice. But if they're not there, you can still maintain yourself. These people, they get married. They don't have no kids. They don't have nothing. And then you got to pay them spousal support. Spousal support. Then they take you to court again because they want more money out of you. And you don't even have kids together. And then these whores, they taking you to court. Like, this bitch didn't love you. She never loved you. It was always for the money. Everything is for the money. And even the men will take the woman to court to take their things, to take their property, to take what they worked hard for. And it's just like, oh my God, like, these laws need to change. Like, if you get into you don't have nothing, you leave with nothing. You're not entitled to the person's things. Like, that's crazy. And then they stay married, and then they're miserable married, but then they don't even get divorced because they don't want that person to take them for all their stuff. And it's just like, oh my God. And then they don't establish themselves, they don't do anything, they just want to take all your shit. That shit, it's just crazy. It's like, when I think about it, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, wow. Like, a lot of people go through it. We go through this shit, and then it's like, there's nothing you can do because these laws are so fucked up. So, and then the laws are so fucked up and outdated. So now they did the prenup. So now you get them to sign the prenup so they don't try to take all your shit when things don't work out. And it's like, because they won't change the law. If you change the laws, then people won't have to think of ways for them not to be able to take everything. Like, they want to take everything from you, and then you have to sign a prenup so that they can't take nothing from you. And it's just like, oh my God. Like, if they just change the laws, update the laws, then they won't have to have all this other stuff. You don't have to fight for years in court for property that's not even yours. It's not yours. Like, you're not entitled to it. But because of these laws, you can take it. You can take it because you're married. So you can take all of their shit. You could take them for everything. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That makes you so scared. Like, if you're rich, you're a billionaire, you're a millionaire, and you have all this stuff, and you have all this money, and you made everything, and you established yourself, and you got money always coming in, then you get married. Then this bitch leaves you in a year and is entitled to more than half of your stuff. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, that's a nightmare. That's something that's scary to even think about. Like, you have all your shit together and then somebody come and just take everything from you. Like, that's fucking scary. Oh my God. I'm just thinking out loud because I'm like, yo, nobody talks about this shit. They just think that it's normal. Like, Tony Braxton married Birdman. Like, they got together. Okay, they got married. Okay. And she divorced him. And I'm like, what? She divorced? Why? But she got $2.something million out of him because she divorced him. And I'm like, so she never loved him. Like, she never cared about him. Like, she didn't, like, what was it for? Like, you was just together for the money? Like, for the money. And then the Offset and Cardi B, like, they're not together. They're not together. She moved forward. I'm sorry, New York City. She has a baby. She has a person that loves her, cares for her, makes her feel safe. And she loves her person, But then you married to fucking Offset, and then he want to sit there and take everything from you. And then he's going to make it drag out even longer because he want more money. And it's like, why these laws are like this? And then you have to just deal with the shit. You have a baby, and the baby's automatically the fucking husband. It's like, you know how many people are taking care of kids that are not theirs? You know how many people are paying child support for children that's not their child, but they have to pay child support because whoever they was with had a baby, but the baby's not even theirs. And then she stuck them to pay child support to get money out of him, It's like, Cardi's rich, so she's not in that category. This is the broke people mentality. People that don't have nothing. When they don't have nothing, they're gonna want to take everything from you because you have everything. And it's just like, how are we gonna protect ourselves from things like this? It's like, oh my God. Like, this is reality of things. This is the laws. The laws need to change. Like, more people need to talk about this shit because this is some real shit. People really go through this. People really go through a difficult time because you get married, and it's just like, oh my God, get married. Like, what? But I want to get married, and I want to be a family, and I want to have a baby, and I want to live happily ever after. But then it's these outdated laws mess everything up. And it's just like, oh my God, you get married, you better sign a prenup because you know that you know what they could do. They'll get half of whatever you have. They could take everything from you. That's crazy. They didn't earn it. They didn't build it. They didn't make it. How can they take everything from you because you married them? That's fucking crazy. But Toni Braxton did it, right? She did it. She got something out of him. And I'm just like, wow. Like, she never loved that man. Like, you just wanted him for money. That's crazy. Whatever. I'm just talking about it. I'm talking about it because nobody else is talking about it. And I'm like, people need to talk about this shit because this is some real, this is something to talk about. This is a law. These are laws that need to change. The courthouse and these stupid ass laws, and they just ruin people's lives. It's crazy. Leave with love. Leave with love. Leave with love. Like, I don't hate nobody. I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Leave with love. Stay positive. Vibe high. Like, mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business.